wild seas along here. Hey. Now, because it's raining and I don't want to get wet, I'm going to give Treat a little. So I'm going to give Flea a little treat. Take her down Shore Road. She's never been down the bottom here. Oh, comes a van. That's the kind of van I wouldn't mind. Little Toyota. Let's go down here. It's a public road. No parking down here. Oh, somebody's going to dig up the road already. There's roads markings saying we're going to dig this newly resurfaced road up. So I shan't go any further. What I'm going to do is put Flea here because I want to go to the loo. She can sit here for 2 minutes. Don't tell anyone. It's very stormy out there and drizzly. I'm not entirely sure I want to run down the end to go to the loo. This is Monk's Bay, which I'm sure you've worked out if you're familiar with the Isle of Wight. Where's my other camera? There it is. There's my solar panel there, the new one. I'm doing a video on this. Stay tuned for that. That's a 130 watt unit. So 260 watts combined with the 60 watts I already have. Put the microphone on. Is it going to connect instantly? It has, by the looks of it. Yeah, go on, you've connected. Have you? What have you connected to? Ah, you connected to the wrong camera. Got to turn you off. Let's stick the microphone on. Now it's connected to the other camera. Right, it's going to be very windy, so the sound on the mic's probably going to be unbearable, but we'll find out, won't we? Switch over to this. Right, stick the hood up. It's an easterly breeze, which means the door of Flea is going to fly open if I'm not careful. Oh, unlock it. Yeah, it's been pulled open. Whoa, that is windy. Yeah, it's very windy. I'm trying to shelter the microphone a little bit, but I don't think it's working. And it's horribly drizzly. I think it's going to be like this all day. Yeah. Grim, grim, grim. It's pretty smart though, isn't it? That's better. That's definitely one of the big challenges of being a car dweller, where you don't have a loo in the car. Is a morning like this. I mean, it's dry. There's a little bit of drizzle in the air, but you have to get to the loos. And this time of the morning, before 8 o'clock, that's the only one that's open. Short road, so I had to drive all the way down here just to go to the loo. But that's fine. It's fine, or for a number 2 anyway, obviously. If different needs could be served in different ways. Yeah, it is drizzly though. So when I do get a vehicle, when I do get a van, will I have a loo in it? A lot of van dwellers don't bother because they know that you can just use public loos, and you know, there's quite a few that are open 24 hours. It's depending on where you are really and your circumstances, but for me it's generally fine. I generally don't need to get to a loo early in the morning. I plan things better. Hey Flea, you do realise you're not allowed to park there. It's double yellows, mate. Oh dear, hope nobody from Isle of Wight Council is watching this. I'll get angry eviction letters. Oh. I'd like to see them try. Blimey. Oh. Do have a pee bottle as well. That's all I'm going to show you on that. Right, let us get up into Ventnor. So I slept last night at Undercliff Drive in St Lawrence, drove back here, got caught behind the dust carts, and had to get to Bonchurch, go to the loo. Now I'm heading back on myself into Ventnor. All over the place. How's my old Bluetti looking charge wise? 56%, so that's going to be enough for today. So I'm not going to plug it into the car lighter socket, because I want to give the actual car battery some love. It needs a bit of a charge up, I would assume. Yeah, so when I do get a van, toilet wise, I'll probably still have a pee bottle. I don't think I'm going to do number 2s in the van. That would be not my style really. And it normally works. In the evening I normally go to... People do ask me this, which is why I'm telling you. It's a common question. In the evening I normally go to a pub loo. So that's fine when I'm here in Ventnor. And when I wake up in the morning I'm normally fine for the first hour or two. But I misjudged everything obviously overnight, or yesterday evening. I obviously didn't go to the loo late enough. Had a nice big pie and beans, again cooked in the Kosuri. Don't know why I struggle with that brand name. Can't be that difficult. Right. It's time now. 8:09. black Citroen C1 over there. It looks exactly like Flea, but it's a 5-door. This is only a 3-door, aren't you, Flea? Somebody's asked me if I can get more close-up shots of the birds I'm talking about, so I will dig out the big camera and do more of that. It's a good point. I did do it a little bit briefly. It's a good thing to do in summer. It's a bit more, I don't want to do it when it's raining because the bigger camera is not waterproof. It's got a really good zoom on it though, and I can take short video clips on that bigger camera. I'm not really into taking photos, I'm into taking video clips with the big camera. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. Oh. Where are we going to go? I want to go to Central Car Park, I think. So go up this way. Nice van on here, on the road here. Quite like the grey colour on those vans. Mitchell Avenue, I believe. Unexpectedly stormy out there today, or rough seas at least. It's 11:01. High tide is in about high tide is in about an hour, I believe. And the straight easterlies have really got up, so let's go and have a look along to the harbour. What's he doing? Let's come out. So the rain has stopped, thankfully, for now. Big old waves. We're fairly sheltered in the bay actually, in straight easterlies like this. those spyglass is getting it. I'll walk down that end in a minute. For now, I'm going to walk up this end. We're going to walk into the straight wind in a minute, so it'll be very noisy on the microphone, for which I apologise in advance. Yeah, so it's not going to be crashing over here today. It's going to be crashing over at that end and into the mouth of the harbour. So let's go and have a look at the harbour. Old Southern Water sprung another leak up on above the cascade again. The same leak they always get. So there's now traffic lights on there. They dug a big hole, fixed a leak, and have just left a big hole. So now we've got traffic lights, which will probably be there for a week. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be done today. You never know. I can immediately see the fishing boat is being tossed about on this side. It'll probably be more exposed on the other side of the harbour. But it really is coming in. And it's not even high tide yet. Really turbulent. Those ropes are being really strained, aren't they, on the boats? You can see under the so the pontoon has been badly damaged, destroyed really at one end. It is cold in that wind. So this boat here, this rig, whatever it is, has broken the rope at the front. That's snapped. Let's go down the end. Really is pretty high up here. Well, well, well. It's going to be a bit exposed up at this end. Wild seas along here. Hey. Good grief. Like I say, it's not even high tide yet. Wow. Blooming marvellous. Yeah, it's pretty wild down there now. the relative calm of Ventnor Bay. Relative calm. Should imagine it'll rip out the beach on this end again and put it back to the spyglass end. Depends on how long the easterlies last. Not very long, I don't think. Certainly coming over a bit of the spyglass end. It's now high tide. It was 11:34, which is exactly high tide. So it's not going to get any worse, luckily. Oh, that's pretty intact on this side, which is good. God, what a horrible day. Oh, it was okay earlier, but since the rain came in at about, I don't know, when did it come in? 12 midday, I suppose. I can't remember now. Since then though, it's been blooming horrible. Just at the Spyglass, I didn't go in there to drink beer, I went in there to go to the loo. They don't mind. And I drove here from where Flea normally parks. And now I'm driving back, so I drove there just to go to the loo. Now I'm driving back. Oh, God. I've still got soaked going from the very western end of the Esplanade into the Spyglass pub. Still got soaked. Luckily I do make sure I wear clothes that dry very quickly, so I'm not going to be wearing jeans. No denim, I'm afraid, although I do like denim. Right. Luckily nobody's stolen Flea's place, so we can park back. Where am I going to turn around? Let's turn around up here. Yeah, typical, there's a... I thought there's a car coming, there isn't. Let's turn around up this slope. Up Esplanade Road. Yeah, this is definitely one of the horrible parts of living in a tiny car, is when the weather's like this. What do you do? What I'm going to do is park Flea back in her space and watch some Netflix, I think, or Amazon Prime Video for the evening. Obviously cook some food. Yuck. Can't tell how far back I am. Nowhere near enough, I don't think. Let's have a look. Let's go back a bit so somebody can park in the space in front of me. That'll do. There we go, Flea, back in space, back in your space. Ah. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh. It's been an okay day today though. I had a meeting this afternoon talking about chuffs. Species going to reintroduce. Haven't done any writing for my books today. Just been basically ducking heavy rain. There's loads of water coming down the cascade where there's a southern burst water main yet again. So many road closures at the moment. Additional ones, new ones. Gillscliff Road is closed. Lower Gillscliff Road, that is. There's traffic lights just up at the Rex where some very slow people are doing some cobbling on a private bit of path, and they've closed half the road to do it, and they're doing it really slowly. And it's typical of Island Roads, they'll just let them do it. Island Roads don't give a SHI, you know what I'm going to say, because they're effing useless, as is the Isle of Wight Council. Got to be one of the worst local authorities in England, the Isle of Wight Council. And the blooming councillors are awful as well. There's one or two nice ones, but on the whole they're blooming hopeless. I'm not in a grumpy mood this evening, I promise. It's not bad at all. Right. So, luckily I've just been to Co-op as well, and I remembered to get oat milk, which I ran out of. Got some chicken. Not entirely sure what I'm going to have this evening, although I think I know exactly what I'm going to have this evening. Satay yet again, because it's quick, easy, and it tastes really, really good. But what I'm going to try and do is cook the veggies in the air fryer rather than doing a stir fry again. And if I can manage to cook the veggies in a way that is good, then I'll go to doing air frying veggies rather than frying them, if you know what I mean. So, is it really frying in the air fryer? Is that really what it does? Is it just a small oven? People have been telling me in comments that air fryers are just small ovens, so you can do a lot more than just frying in them, which obviously I haven't done any frying in them. You can't do frying in an air fryer, can you? As far as I can tell. It's just baking, and I suppose you can. Do you fry chips in an air fryer or do you bake them? I'm wittering. Anyway, how are you lot? How are my lovely subscribers? I should do this as a live feed, then you can actually reply in real time. Right, without further ado, I'm going to turn you off for a minute and start cooking, I think. Right, I'm going to leave you here now because it's getting quite late. I'm feeling quite tired. I'm just going to watch Netflix, do some food, and then drive to somewhere. Park up tonight, probably Mottestone again. We will see later, won't we? Right, a quick interlude. I really hope you're enjoying my channel, and I get quite a lot of questions. How did you end up living in a car? How do you live in a car? And what are your plans going forward? Well, I've written a book on that subject, Breaking Free, by Cornish van dweller, funnily enough. You can find a link to where to purchase that in the description below this video, and where you'll also find links to my other books, such as this one, oddly enough, which is How to Write a Book on a Smartphone. And this book was actually written on my iPhone Mini 13 using voice to text dictation. And you'll also find this book, Bird Watching Around Ventnor. Link to that in the description below this video, and this one as well, Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. I've written about 10 books, all of which are linked in the description below this video. Right, let's get back to watching my videos.